And if you can imagine, they are a 10-piece, sharply dressed original throwback to Motown, and they have a big show coming up on February 22nd at Centerpoint Theaters. Let's say hello right now to Brian Asselin, who is the musical director of the Commotions. What a band, man. What a band.
Thank you. Thank you very
are
much.
Smoking indeed.
Thanks.
A quick history lesson. The band, in a couple of different forms, began to take shape in 2013.
It did, yeah. So back then I was on tour with a band called the Funk Brothers from the States. And I was their saxophone player, and I kind of formed this friendship with their lead vocalist, Delbert Nelson. So I came back home off the road, and I was just fell in love with the music. I was like, I have to write this. So I started writing it and wrote an album, and he came to Canada and recorded it with us.
That's fun. So
yeah.
10 members.
10 members.
We're talking about top funk and jazz players as well.
Absolutely.
Is it difficult? I think I've asked you this question last time you were here. With 10 members, rehearsal schedules, concert dates, it's got to be tough to arrange.
Organization is the key to success. Absolutely.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first or the second album, we'll hold this up right here. Here you go. Now, this came out a couple of years ago.
It did, yeah.
What are the plans for the new album, the third album?
So the plans for the third album, some of it's written right now. I'm just getting my vocalists on board. Both great writers, Jeff Rogers and Rebecca Noel. So they help me very much so fixing my my lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm a saxophone player, so writing lyrics isn't really my forte, but they make everything that much better.
You want to talk about talent? Those two names alone, incredible.
I'm a lucky man.
So they're both co-lead singers.
Yes.
How do you figure out which one sings the songs?
That's a great question. So a lot of the time, if I have an idea, I'll go to one person. So if I'm like, okay, I think this might be a female lead, I'll go to Rebecca. If it's a male lead, then I'll go to Jeff.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Tell you what, for people who don't know about the Commotions, for starters? I mean, they got to get on board. Let's have a listen right now. Here's a sample of the Commotions. The song is called Bad Girl.
I'm the type who only wants to keep it classy. No, I ain't out to let myself a sugar daddy. No time for games. What you see is what you get. Well, I'm the type you'll never meet if you're out clubbing. Hit the floor, then find a guy and then start rubbing. I think you'll find I'm not that easy to forget.
And you know, I was right when I said snappy dressers.
Absolutely.
You guys, is that part of the whole?
It is. It
you
is.
have to be a
yeah.
part of the Commotions if you're a snappy dresser.
Absolutely. We actually started out with purple suits.
Purple suits.
Yeah, which is my idea. And then we got away from that now. Now we're black suits. But
Well,
I'm always
purple,
partial to the purple suits.
Okay. Looking good either way, right?
Absolutely.
You signed to a new label?
Almost.
You're working on that.
Yeah, we're working on it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
A
it
label
exciting?
in sound. Very exciting.
Okay.
Very exciting.
So are there going to be different sounds coming when the third album is released?
Absolutely. So I've got about 5 or 6 writers that I'm working with for Volume 3. And maybe about half the album is written right now. And we're very excited about it.
Who else is in this band? I know you're not here for very long. There's too many names to mention.
Absolutely.
But who else is contributing to the Commotions?
I mean, my horn section is Fred Patchy and Ed Lister. And Ed fronts about 5 or 6 amazing bands in town. He's
Saxophone.
Unbelievable. A wicked trumpet player.
Trombone, okay, yes.
Trumpet, yeah.
There we got it.
Yeah, wicked,
Yeah,
so
he's
good.
incredible.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then Clayton Connell on piano. David Gauze, another one of my writers, he's a guitar player. And then the guy who looks very much like me on drums, because he's my twin brother. Jeff.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, in case you're wondering, well, there's 2 of them.
There are 2.
Which is super fun. Now, your music is actually played on some pretty decent TV stations?
We got some pretty good placements from the first album, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We got ABC, The Fosters, which now you can check out on Netflix. And then a show called Looking on HBO. And then the most recent placement we got was a show called Snowfall on FX channel.
Wow. It's got to be pretty cool when you tune into stations like that and you hear your music being played.
It's pretty amazing, absolutely.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about the big show coming up. As mentioned, Centerpoint, the 22nd, so it's getting there. What can people expect? Is it just an all-out, just exciting party?
Absolutely. So we're going to showcase 3 new tunes, which we're really excited about. That'll be on the next album. And of course, you can't do a soul show without paying tribute to the soul artists of the past. So we've got some Stevie Wonder tunes we're going to do.
Nice.
Maybe some Tower of Power. You know, it's going to be it's going to be awesome show.
You were playing me part of a song in the green room. Has to do with Star Wars.
It does, yeah, absolutely.
So you wrote this?
I did, yeah. Along with Jeff Rogers and myself, we wrote this tune for Star Wars, and we'll play it at Centerpoint.
It has to do with troopers, correct?
Trooper strut.
Trooper strut.
They can dance. They can't shoot.
That is super fun.
But they can dance.
Yeah, they can't shoot. They have problems with that for sure.
They do.
Okay,
Yeah.
the Commotions, I mean, I've read that you guys command every room that you play. When people are saying reviews like
Yep.
that, how does that make you feel as a musician? Because that's got to be like #1 on your list to make sure the audience is into what you're doing.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm just so lucky to have the musicians on stage with me. I never take my job for granted. It's just wonderful writing and arranging for that band and performing on stage. It's my dream come true.
It's pure rump shaken sonic joy.
I love it.
I got that. Those words are
I can't
pretty
even
good
write
as
that.
well.
It's a good lyric.
Yeah, you can add that to one of your new songs. TheCommotionsBand.com for more details on this big show on the 22nd. Thank you very much, Brian.
Thank you.
It's going to be a great show indeed. Details on the March Break Style Camp coming up next on Daytime.